Hey guys, I'm out here. It's around 6:30 in the morning in Chicago, Illinois. Beautiful morning out. I'm actually went for a run this morning. I didn't always used to go for runs. I wasn't always a big fan of cardio, but it's something that I've been experimenting with and implementing more lately. Yeah, I think I wanted to make this video because I don't know, I think I have a little bit of a unique perspective on cardio, as for the majority of the time that I was losing weight, I didn't do cardio and I didn't really care to, and I understood at a certain point that cardio really wasn't necessary for my fat loss goals. So I mean, look, everybody's different, and I'm certainly not here gonna sit here and tell you that running is bad for you or that it won't help you lose weight, because it will. But I'm saying that if running or cardio, this video is for somebody that if running or cardio or whatever it may be is a thing that's getting in the way of you being able to set forth in your fitness goals or to lose the weight that you're trying to, or whatever it may be, right? Then this video is for you. See, the problem with cardio that nobody really talks about, this is something that I actually learned a lot from Kino Body or Greg O'Gallagher. Check his stuff out. Really good fitness advice. But I'm going to talk a little bit about his approach to cardio and then a little bit what I've been doing lately and like my two perspectives now. So if the goal is fat loss, see, that's the underlying statement. If the goal is fat loss, if the goal is cardiovascular health, longevity, you know what I mean? Those are multiple goals. You're going to have different answers, right? For different goals. But if the goal is fat loss, then you definitely don't need cardio to lose weight. In fact, fat loss is going to be primarily, it's going to end up being 100% dictated by your calories. But the amount of calories that you could be burning in a day and eating in a day, that's where you get to play around a little bit. So you're going to have a certain amount that you're burning throughout the day just by being alive, breathing, sleeping, you know what I mean? Normal body processes, digesting food, whatever it may be. And that plus whatever your activity level, you know, just moving, holding this camera up, whatever it is, that's going to be using energy as well. And so then if we are eating more calories, right, all the things that we eat contain calories, and there's different macros and different macronutrients like fats, proteins, and carbs have different level of calories. If you want to check out a video about full explanation of calories and macros, check out that right there. But back to this. So if all of those things, if you are eating more calories than your body is burning, then you will gain weight. If you're eating less calories than your body is burning, you will lose weight. It is as simple as that. The only thing that cardio is going to add is extra calories to that burn, that, you know, that additional burn on top of what your body's already doing through activity. That's all it's really going to add. So this is the problem, right? That getting that number up is good. You need to do that, or that's a way to induce fat loss, right? But the problem that most people do is they don't really understand how much they're pulling these levers. And they're, you know what I mean? One lever may be flying up like, you know what I mean? Maybe you only burned 100 calories in your run, but maybe then you eat 400 calories afterwards to reward yourself. You're not really sure. You know what I mean? You didn't know any better. You just thought, you know, I'm going to reward myself. I went for a run. I'm still going to lose weight. And then you don't see the results you want, and then you're frustrated, and then you fall off. And then you're just in this repetitive cycle of just self-loathing and just getting down on yourself. And it's just not a good place to be. So what can we do about this? Well, this is really the fact of the matter. If, say you run a 1 mile, right? Say you're a guy around 160 pounds, you're going to burn maybe around 100 calories. Don't quote me on that. 100 calories per mile. There's 100 calories in a fucking banana, okay? So if you run that 1 mile and feel super hungry afterwards and feel like, I'd rather just not eat the fucking banana, bro, then don't eat the banana. It's as simple as that. And listen, if the question is really like, if you're really worried and skits, like if I'm dying for 100 more calories and I'm just gonna eat a banana and I'm like, oh no, I have 500 calories. I have to fit a 500 calorie deficit today, not 400. 400 will never work. No, I'm just gonna hit 400. Like, if it's that big of a deal, like I'm really that hungry, like, you know what I mean? There's always tomorrow. I can always diet. I mean, I'm at a stage now where I don't have to diet that aggressively. But you know what I mean? Don't put that type of pressure on yourself. I definitely don't think that is the way to create long-term results and a positive relationship with fitness and health. But that's kind of fleshing that out there. And why you're asking, why would, this is really going down to food psychology and diet psychology, which is such a big part of fitness and diet that nobody really talks about. But this is what I experienced. I'm just going to lay it out that way. I think that's the most simple way, because I mean, there's no, right, what a fucking degree are you going to have in food psychology or all these things. But this is my experience. There's a couple things, right? We have a couple body mechanisms that are going to be playing a factor here. So I'm sure many of you may have noticed this. Particularly, I noticed this when I was swimming or really playing any sports, anything high intensity, anything where you're burning tons and tons of calories. Your appetite's going to go up. Obviously, your body's trying to maintain homeostasis. You're burning tons of calories. Your body's going to ramp up your hunger, and you're going to replenish those calories. So that's something that you most definitely will experience when you're being super active and shit. But when somebody's trying to lose weight and they're putting, all the stress on themselves, first of all, they're not going in a positive way. When you're playing sports and doing all of those things, I'm willing to bet you're going to have a much easier and healthier, more conducive way of losing weight doing it that way than a negative way of approaching it. But, you've reached the point where you need to take control of your diet and health, and so this is where we are. So now you're trying to improve your diet and fitness, and you're, burning more calories through energy expenditure, but you're also hungrier. So this is what I'm trying to say. It really depends on the person. If your willpower is strong enough to say that, I want to accelerate this fat loss thing a little bit more, put the gas on the fucking fire a little bit, then I'll say go for it. Do your fucking cardio. And, it'd be great for your cardiovascular health. I'm making a whole nother video about cardiovascular health, the pros and cons to different heart rates for running, fat loss, burning glycogen while you're running, all these different things. But this is out of the scope of that video. Or that is out of the scope of this video. Sorry. Sorry, I actually just went up here. But yeah, if you're finding that you're just getting way too hungry, adding more cardio in, or really long, or high intensity, workouts, then I'd say back off maybe a little bit. Let your appetite chill out, and then you can add, other ways to burn calories. And then so one of the best things that I did, and things that allowed me to lose the weight the fastest, was when I actually implemented walking into my routine. I know, funny enough, right? What I was finding, like I was kind of saying with cardio, I was getting way hungrier, way often. But when I was walking, then my appetite actually didn't go up that much. This is also something I picked up from Greg O'Gallagher. Actually, also something I heard from Elliot Hulse. He did something where he would wake up every morning, go for an hour walk, and put on audiobooks in his headphones, which is something I actually try to start doing, which is really awesome, actually. It's a really nice practice. The only problem with listening to audiobooks, I'll be quite honest with you, is once you start listening to audiobooks, you'll feel like you're wasting your time when you listen to music sometimes. It really sucks. Because I'm just trying to listen to music sometimes, but I'm like, damn, you listen to music all day, and then I listen, I go through a day like that, and, it's a good day. But then I go through a day of, listening to an audiobook, and I'm like, I guess I'm just as happy at the end of the day, but I don't know, I felt like I got more out of the day when I listened to the audiobook. Probably just my own mental judgments about it, but neither here nor there. All right, back to cardio. That's essentially the process about, hunger and your body trying to maintain homeostasis. Other than that, I mean, unless you're crash dieting and your calories are super, super low and you're doing tons of cardio on top of that, I wouldn't recommend that, because then you're going to have a tough time losing weight, and you're going to be really, negatively impacting your hormonal and metabolic levels. But, yeah, that's it, guys. Do cardio if you fucking want to do cardio. If you don't want to do cardio, don't do fucking cardio. But don't let that be the reason to stop you from pursuing your fitness goals.